What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rough Pup Kim. Rough Pups. I don't know why I'm saying my shit funny, but definitely Rough Pup Kennels. I'm out here this Sunday, May the 18th, 2025. I just put Georgia Boy up and said I was gonna get this girl, little Miss.Jeep, while she rocking her Ram Tough gear. It's just a representation of what she is. This a real powerhouse dog. This a high energy dog. This Red Rufus sister. This Saint Renard daughter. So yeah, this the one. They a year and a half right about now. 18 months. So yeah, this the one I was planning on putting Georgia Boy on. And I still might. But I'm saying I might not do it first. You know, I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I like my line pretty good. So I'll always, when some stuff coming, I have to tighten it up. I make that choice first, you know what I'm saying, to preserve the line first, you know what I'm saying? And then your outcrosses, you know what I'm saying? Which would be cool. I'll shoot her back to her daddy. I definitely ain't gotta, that's that's the magic right there. You know what I'm saying? So any of them to Georgia Boy gonna have the same thing I was planning, but gonna have that bigger that when you bring that outcross back into them tight bred dogs, so it's gonna be all right. And then I done brought in a lot with her because she ain't too tight. All right, clean, man. Over there looking clean. You know what? Oh, yeah, little Miss.Jeep, baby, the star of the show. Yeah. No doubt. What you talking about? So, yeah, I'm thinking I'll put her back with Saint Bernard. See what I know what that's gonna do. Shit, but I don't. Ooh-wee. You really don't know what she gonna do until it do it. Come on. Ain't no time to play at all. Come on. Yeah, and I will say this, a good meal is good to have. And I never down a good meal. And on that same note, a good female is a necessity to a freaking line. Your bitch better be a producer. Period. And come from, shit. True enough, the meal good too. All that is great. But so I just definitely don't want to downplay the power that these females bring to the line. You see her, she just can't say still. She won't pull in those directions. She just running, just freaking side to side, back and forth. She just freaking wired that way. So yeah, I ain't don't get me wrong. My first plan ain't gonna be like it was a bad plan. So y'all wait for her and Georgia Boy too. That's definitely gonna be major. That's definitely gonna be major. But and shit, I may just skip a couple pieces of the puzzle. Cause if I shoot her to her daddy, which I know producing fire, which producing so much. We kept the whole litter, all of them is great. Definitely above average. Period. So with that being said, I shoot her back to him, and we'll see. We'll see, cause shit, I've been getting kind of too tight, and sometimes it ain't been working out. But we'll see. We'll see. Shit, that only the strong survive. That's just not my saying. That's just a saying that's real and created by motherfuckers who understand. So the ones that make it will definitely be at a. Hey, put y'all dog up. Hey, don't you come on this damn street. And that give us pit bull. Come on, boy. That give us a bad name because this motherfucker want to protect his yard. This little motherfucker chihuahua. Come on. And then the motherfucker turn into a sandwich or something. I'm the bad guy. Come on. That goofy ass already wild, and then that's goofy shit. Let's see what we done. How we looking? We're gonna make another corner. Let her get a little quarter mile or something. Hey, dead frog in the street. All right, so this is little Miss.Jeep. This is Penny's grandson, bred to Penny's daughter. So, and then, this is her grandson. Mama was an inbred bitch, bred to a straight outcross ADVA dog. You know what I'm saying? I had two. You gotta keep, even if it ain't a game dog, as far as we know, we also know that the ADVA is where to go to get good blood, you know what I'm saying, to enhance some of your stuff, you don't just get the worst of the worst, but whatever the case may be, I took her, well actually I didn't even do the breed, so I don't want to take the credit for it, but I placed the dog with someone. They did the breed, and as a return of that, they placed Saint Bernard back with me, which is how people should do it. You know what I'm saying? Someone will give you something, you give them back something in return. Even a little more sometimes. If you making something off the deal, ain't nothing wrong with showing a little gratification, but that's a whole nother story. But definitely, motherfucker give you something, return that shit back as an equal measure, you know what I'm saying? But, if you can't, you can't. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. You get what you got coming in any choice you make. I believe that to be true. So yeah, she definitely she a good dog. She is a good dog. She a shit starter, but you know, she's still a good dog. She young. She just young. She know I ain't trying to have all that goofy shit, but her mind made up. It's hard to get her to be giving a fuck about what I'm expecting. So that's why you gotta have all the stuff that you need. That's why you really shouldn't have a dog without breaking sticks, all kind of measures for safety. You can't have no damn dog and then when they get into a dispute, you panicking. You can't get them off of nothing. Whether it's another animal, whether it's a human, you can't get them off of nothing because you afraid you're gonna go to jail for having paraphernalia to stop a dog that you know that's always been known to have a locked jaw. They synonymous for locked jaws, meaning anything they bite, it's 80% chance they ain't gonna let go. So when people have these dogs but then get penalized for having the tools to get a locked dog off someone that don't want a locked dog on them or something that don't want a locked dog on them, whether it's by any incident. Shit, y'all just seen the motherfucking poodle run out on me. Had he got any closer, that dog would have wanted someone to get that locked dog off of him. So, saying that to say, you just want to be able to have tools to make sure your kids are safe, you safe, your neighbor's safe. You know what I'm saying? You just never know what happens with any dog. You can have a dog that's so nice and kind, but you got a neighbor that's an asshole that's always throwing sticks over your yard, always kicking at your gate. And when you around, they always smiling and nice, but the minute you turn your back, they throwing rocks and kicking and teasing your dog. And then one day, so you just want to have to be able to, be a good pet owner or a good pit bull owner, because this ain't just a pet, this a pit bull. So I know what it is, and I just want people to be aware when you get these dogs. Also get the kind of tools that you need to make sure that they're safe, you're safe, and the people around you are safe, Shit. But yeah, y'all give me some comments as far as how y'all feel I should take her or how y'all even feel about breeding, you know what I'm saying, or anything of that nature, I love her fine color, that buckskin color, or whatever you call it. I don't even, what y'all think the color is? Because she's definitely a funny color. Come on. It ain't just her attitude, it's also the color. That's part of the reason I call her Miss.Jeep. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking if I go back to her pops, I'm more likely to pull out that strain that she's representing. Because she's definitely a dominant female, and my dogs, the females are dominant. And then too, it ain't like I'm not, I'm shooting it back to her old man, so that definitely will allow her to be dominant because she ain't got to fight against nothing, because she really just allowing who she is to come out up to the forefront. So thinking, I'm thinking, I done already really made up my mind. I'm gonna shoot her back to her old man the first time, you know. And we gonna tighten it up a little bit, but we're gonna tighten it up a different way. I was going with my red dogs off the same line, but right now I'm gonna focus with my black nose dogs and tighten them up. Even though they the same line, they still pulling from different trees, traits, so forth. You know, common sense. You got some red dogs, you doubling up your red dogs, you doubling up on something, different traits. Your black line dogs, they can be litter mates. If you start doubling up on your black dogs, you doubling up on a different family. You really can start, that's how people start different families off of one line. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. That's why it's kind of redundant for me to tell you about they relatives from 20 years ago, because I'm taking it the way I'm taking it. You know, I'm telling you how I'm taking it. So, but they are cousins, they are relatives, they all come from the great shadow dogs from the past, those great Magic Man dogs from the past, those great Mandingo dogs from the past. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we doing. This little Miss.Jeep and this Rough Up Kennels, and we out.